Hey everybody, it's Keith again. I'm here with Matt, the Martial Way Dojo. Continuing with a video that I did last week. We're going to do a little series. We're talking about some Aikido theory. Last week we were talking about getting off the line of attack as a first concept that we use. Matt, if you want to come from over here, we talked about getting grabbed, whether it was a hand grab or whether it was something more body, of being able to turn the body and getting off the line of attack. And I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in that, both in how we move and what we're trying to accomplish with a movement. If Matt's coming at me, one of the elements that we take into consideration is where we are in relation to the center line. We talked about that last week. When we talk about center line, I'm talking about the attacker's center line. It's almost like he is a railroad train, and I don't want to be standing on the railroad tracks as the attack is coming at me. I want to move to one side of the tracks or the other. If I'm already on one side of the tracks, let's say Matt grabs me, I don't want to try to move across in this way because I'm walking across weapons. I want to stay on that side of the tracks. Depending on the situation, there are different ways we can move. We can do a move that we would call irimi, which is an entering step, where I might either bring this hand up and then cut him off this way, or cut him off this way and cut past him. I could do what we would call tenken, which is turning to get off the line. If he was giving me a moving attack, let's say Matt's going to hit me with a bottle on the top of the head, we would combine both of those things. What we would call a parry combines two elements. There's an irimi part where I'm going to enter and a turning part. So he gives me an attack and I step out of the way. So regardless of what the attack is, I'm trying to analyze A, where is the center of the railroad tracks? Where is his line of attack? I want to get off that center line. And then the second thing I want to do is I'd like to move past the attack, regardless of what the attack is, and get depth past him. So it could be something as simple. Grab me cross hand on this one. So now I'm on this side of the tracks. He's grabbing me. And I know this is not the most realistic attack, but it gives an idea for a starting point. I'm already on this side of the railroad tracks. So I'm going to stay on that side of the tracks, and I'm going to take his energy and go with it to move in. If he grabs something up here, we did this last week again, I'm on this side of the railroad tracks. I don't want to try to get over here. I got to cross in front of him. I can anticipate and take that chance, but it's just as easy from here to step in and enter me and move him past. And those are things that we take into account every time we're getting attacked. The other thing we'll take into account is whether or not we're being given momentum and energy. So let's say Matt grabbed me, same thing. Now, this isn't a realistic grab, but what if he was grabbing a woman and trying to drag her somewhere? He'd grab and he'd pull. Okay, now I'm giving another element to work with. Again, I don't want to try to cross if he's pulling because he could hit me with the other hand. But if he's already pulling back, I would enter with him. It's the last thing he would expect. So he pulls, I come with him. And I can get a technique out of that. So what we're trying to do when we're getting attacked is, regardless of the style of attack, we're trying to figure out where the momentum is going, where's the center of the attack. We're trying to get past that attack and then use the energy that's being given to our benefit. So that's all I'm going to cover this week. Next week we'll deal more with some actual moving attacks from strikes and how we use the energy from the strike to lead us into different techniques. Thank you much again. Find us on martialwaydojo.com. You can find us on YouTube as well.